When you talk to people around Joe Biden, they say he has to put either a woman or a minority on the ticket. When he talks to you about who should be on that ticket, who do you advise him?
Oh, I'm not going to tell you who I'm going to advise him, but I would advise him that we need to have a woman on the ticket, and I prefer an African American woman.
Like who?
Now, if Jim Clyburn is telling Joe Biden we need to have a woman on the ticket, and I prefer an African American woman, by him saying those words to Joe Biden, and Joe Biden, I don't know what he didn't say Joe Biden's half of the conversation, but for him to even listen to that favorably, it's like, no, you're not about to tell me to just hire a woman just because it's a woman, or I want to really look for somebody who I feel, you know, kind of is strong where I'm weak, or we have something that we both can deliver, or whatever. Well, the truth of the matter is Kamala has that. That's why they wanted her, because they could pass her off as black, and the black people will vote for her. That is 33 million votes that she could bring in for the Democratic Party just by pretending to be black. Some beautiful thing. What else did Jim Clyburn have to share with us?
Are some African American women in Democratic politics today that you think are certainly ready to be vice president, and that would want to potentially take on a gig like that?
Kamala Harris has been out there.
Kamala Harris, Lord have mercy, just popped that name out first. Boom! Kamala Harris is not African American. Say it after me. Let's just do it one time. Everybody on three. 1, 2, 3. Is not African American. That's all I need to hear. We good. We good now. I just want you guys to be clear that black people are the only ones arguing about it anymore. Everybody else got it. Even Kamala. Wink, wink, nod, nod. It's a game. That we're the only ones who don't see what's going on. It's our vote that is so valuable. They got us in disarray. They got us arguing and debating. Facebook, people kind of taking it personal and getting low. You know, let's turn it down. Calm down, you guys. It's gonna be good. We need to think our way out of this one, and then it'll make them dislike us for a period. But we're gonna have to go through that in order to get to where we want to be. There's absolutely no way they're going to just pull us in and hug us for resisting them. The only way we're going to have any peace and comfort and relaxation is if we do exactly what they tell us to do. But as soon as we try to chart our own path and do what we want to do and pick our own people, we don't want them to pick Kamala Harris and then we ignorantly vote for her, get her in office, and then she turns around and does nothing for us. I mean, it's just, we've gotten to the point where we've been through this revolving door again and again, and we can't keep doing it, guys. We got to do better. I'm willing to comment, communicate, have a conversation, converse. I ain't debating nothing. There's nothing to debate. People want to debate. What are you going to debate? We know the facts. We know how we got here. We know how we got what we got and why we got what we don't got. We know everything. If they want to waste our time with another study, that's probably what they're going to end up doing. But we don't need a study. They don't need a study. What if they just gave every black person in the United States a whole lot of money and said, now we're going to do this study, because this study's going to take us a while to do, and we want you guys to be on the path. And we know this money we're giving you now is not going to even scratch the surface of what we owe you, but we're going to give it to you while we conduct this study. But they don't do that because they're dragging their feet. The conclusion of the study still ain't going to get us any closer to reparations. And it's black people fighting and arguing over reparations. Me personally, we need to take the fight to them. We need to tell them what our reparations should look like and what we want our reparations to be. Because every time we let them do it, they give us Obama. They give us Kamala. They call it reparations. They think that giving us black people who work for, oh, my bad, giving us people who look like us is reparations. They're giving us people who are us on the Supreme Court, in Congress. They looking at us in a position where we have no power. We vote with them. We vote in accordance with what's going on in the country. We do nothing specifically for ourselves. And if we did, we wouldn't be participating in this democracy the way we are. We'd be backed up out of it already. But man, I get all upset because I don't like Jim Clyburn. If he burned Jim Clyburn, if he's involved, it's some shaky stuff going on. I wouldn't tell you. Of course you wouldn't tell him, because there's some shaky stuff going on. And in the first sentence out of your mouth, Kamala Harris, and he's asking you, a qualified African-American female, who was your Kamala Harris? And now the argument is she even black? This is before he even picked her. Because this fool passing her off this is where the roots of this kind of stuff start with our leaders. He mouthed African-American. And if you don't follow politics or every day, and you know that we have a lady who looks black, you see her in passing, oh, we got another black senator or congressman or whatever she may be, that black person. And then you hear him talking, you think we got another black woman up in the Senate. Or we got another black woman who's being looked at to be VP. Hey, that's nice. No, it isn't. Because this fool is deceiving us intentionally. He should say what she is, and he should say it clearly, and he should tell us so that we understand what the hell is going on. And we elected him from South Carolina, that old slave state. He needs to step down. When slavery ended, 80 years after slavery ended, he was born. 80 years. And here he is still in our country. He needs to go. And all of them like him. On the way out the door, he needs to grab coats and ties and pull them with him. They all need to go. They're ruining the country. We have all these resources. We have all this technology. And all they want to do is fight over racist stuff. This is the 18. We need to be past this. They need to figure out how to resolve this. You cannot continue to bring immigrants into this country and black people just stay in this place, and the immigrants come in, step on top of our head, and sell us their goods, sell us their products, open their stores. And we're just standing by as consumers looking dumb because of him and people like him. Jim Clyburn got to go. That other dude, Hakeem Jeffries, got to go. They're grooming the younger senators and congressmen, and they're just as stupid as the old ones. They are there out of fear. They are there to hold a place so someone else doesn't come and get in it and move us forward. They're there as placeholders and to block progress for us. And to hold the line at all costs. That's why they get to do what they do on the level they get to do it on. Their lives must be quite nice. Jim Clyburn, he's a perfect example. He's 83 years old. He might be 84 now. He had this fish fry every summer that he's famous for. And black people go down there and they yuck it up with him. And now YouTubers are popping up and putting cameras in his face. Get on out of here now. You stop it. He probably got security now and shit. Playing that shit. But people is bold now. These young people popping up, they want views. They like, if I pop up at his barbecue, or fish fry rather. But I bet you can't even walk in no more. He used to be open to the public. Anybody could go. And Clyburn, that was his big thing. He'd be having hobnobbing with everybody and all the business leaders. Anybody who wanted to get close to him had to come kiss his ass. And he probably had his donors and everybody paying for that stuff, the fish and the goods and whatever they needed. But anyway, Kamala Harris is not African American. Kamala Harris is not black. She's not culturally like us, although she is familiar. She's no different than any Hispanic or Asian who's been in this country and been around us. You have an understanding of black people because you've been around them. We have different characteristics like every other group. And just because she can emulate us and imitate us and look like us doesn't mean she is us. But if she want to take that extra step and really be one of us, she could put her ass on the line by pushing something that benefits us against the Democratic Party, because that's who you'd be fighting, because they will not have it. They just want you to look black. But if you act black anywhere except at one of your rallies in Atlanta or Watts or wherever they allow you to congregate with a bunch of black people, and you just want to use them for their vote, and he know it, and people like him know it, and we over here arguing over nothing. She is black. She ain't. They got this dumbass man. Some white person made it up, going around the internet talking about if you don't think Kamala is black or some shit like that, put your resume next to hers. I'm like, what? Like, so what is her resume? And I ain't qualified to be vice president of the United States. I'm not. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not gonna sit to my black popcorn people and be just making up stuff. Is the president of the United States is what I would have to do. I know I couldn't be just sitting around doing nothing, guarding borders, and she ain't even do a good job at that. But I could close down a border if that's what they wanted me to do. But I don't think they wanted her to do that, which lets you know that Joe Biden didn't give a damn about her, because why would you bring in a vice president who is ultimately going to go for the presidential job once you're out of the way? That's what you do. When you pick a vice president, you're opening up the path for them to go into potential presidency. So you do this, you bring her on your ticket, and then you put her on the border, and then your real policy is to open the border and just flood Mexicans in. But yet you put a black lady over the border. That was like kind of mean, Joe. It seemed like a trick or something. Why would you do that to her? And Clyburn, I don't like him. And I don't like him because he old. And I'm old shit, but I ain't that damn old. And I think old people should know their place. And young people who are in charge of these old people should take better care of them. These young people, just let them go anywhere. When we were younger, we took better care of our old people and our young people. But that's what we need to do. It's just looking ridiculous out here. We're looking stupid in America. We arguing on social network. They like that because the more black people argue with each other, the less we argue with them. And we still gonna vote the same way. So that's why I'm here. I'm just saying, okay, I don't want to fight with my people no more. Y'all get mad and aggressive when somebody tell you they not voting for Kamala. Y'all get real aggressive. So if I tell y'all now I'm voting for Kamala, I'm trying to make amends. I'm trying to, and this is recent, real hours. I'm willing to merge. I'm willing to, like, really for us to merge and all black people work it out, whatever we got to do. And for those of you who are putting all these black memes up about how black Kamala is, and especially her sorority sisters, who would have probably a direct line to her, write down some black agenda items and let her know that that's what we all want. She do that kind of stuff for us. Let her know, Kamala, girl, they will support the shit out of you. We'll be sending her that, we'll be sending you bottles of Stella Rose, and you'll be in the White House chilling. Be black for real. Don't be in there just fronting and then laughing about us. Like, you guys remember when Obama was campaigning for one of the Democrats, and he was talking about, oh, I know, this is Biden. Oh my God. You remember when he was campaigning for Biden, and Obama was talking about, hey, when you're on your way down to the poll, you wake up your cousin Pookie. Like, wow, that's fucked up. Wake up your cousin Pookie. Like, that's who we are. Just motherfuckers lay on the couch all day, but wake us up when it's time to go vote. Hey, Pookie, I'm going to go by the polls. You want to go? Hey, okay. Been laying there for 4 years. I mean, Obama was tripping. He was just clowning like he's one of us. A black man could do that. That's how we talk about each other. That's the kind of stuff we do. But it ain't no love lost, and it ain't no ill intent meant, because we talking about ourselves when we talk about each other. But when you're not one of us, you can't say them things. And that's where we get them too comfortable. So in love with y'all, that's bullshit. No, Obama, no, you didn't do anything for us. Everything you did, somebody else was able to benefit from it. That means that everybody moved like this, so to speak. But it really go like this. It's us. In case you didn't get the moving graphs are kind of hard to catch. But you guys, I just need to let you know, Jim Clyburn, every time you hear that name, clutch your pearls. The dude ain't no good. For real.
She certainly ought to be in the discussion. If I look on the House side, Marcia Fudge, Val Demings. If I were to get outside or away from the hill, I would go down to the ladder.
Stacey
Abrams.
Oh gosh, the white guy said it before him, because she's one of them tools down there they know they can use. All she do is get out there and be picking boats like cotton for them and getting them boats, because that's all she's known for, is being able to get a large number of black people together and make them vote the way she wants them to. Who want to be famous for that shit? You want to be famous for being able to get a large amount of people together and stand behind you while you ask for a condition for their vote. That's what you want. Then we got something to be proud of. But they wouldn't like Stacey Abrams. We'd be mentioning her ass then. Let's do that one. Stacey Abrams? Absolutely. As Stacey going there and do good for us. Do real good. And she is African.
Keith Alliance Partners, the mayor of Atlanta, Susan Rice.
Yeah. I tell you what, as long as we got people like him in there, we don't. Well, I tell you, we don't stand a chance. Because we're voting people and sending them up to Washington to represent us, and they're working against us. And anybody who don't believe that, who really think they are working for us, just think about it. You are representing a constituency of as many people as we had, 35 million, and you ain't figured out a way to leverage that, even this much, except for bills and laws that only make it illegal for you to abuse us. Well, I mean, that's nice and all, but that should kind of be like built into the, a standard feature that you get in a car. Wouldn't you be pissed off if you got in a car and they didn't have no goddamn steering wheel? Where's the steering wheel at? Well, that's extra. No. Rules and laws on people getting their ass beat shouldn't even have to exist. If they exist for just that group, then what kind of country is this? They all rules and laws and all this, Asians have a little outbreak of violence against them. And they start writing all kind of legislature to get passed because they can't have that. That's not going to be tolerated. They're going to do something about it, and they mean it. They really mean it. Anybody beat up one of them agents and get caught up, you'd be doing extra time other than what a normal little assault would get you. So they mean it. They really do. But that's a group who's abused, beaten, discriminated, socked up, and then whatever else a bad, negative thing you can think of. They are lower in rates of violence against them than black people. So why shouldn't they be making new laws for black people every year? Which I don't want them to do. I don't want no more laws. I want some money. I want some opportunities. I don't want no more laws. We got too many laws. Ain't y'all tired of laws? And they only apply to us. I'm tired of laws and them being attached to us. You go in a courtroom and look for white people being charged with the same kind of stuff black people being charged with. You're going to waste a day. There might be a few stragglers in there. And things are a lot different than they used to be, but they ain't right for us yet. If you black and you know when you die, you ain't going to be leaving too much behind for your kids and your family, that's not normal. That's not acceptable. When they start talking about inheritance tax and all that kind of stuff, most of us have no idea what they're talking about because we never even get to that point. And we should be getting to that point. We should make it easier where our kids can pay off loans and debt and buy property in other states or own property in other states or learn how the stock market works and investments for their retirement so they don't have to work until they're old people. Speaking of that, black people should be offered some kind of special incentive to retire before the rest of the population anyway. All those hundreds of years of working for free and no one's thought of that. Nobody said, man, come on, man, we can't just let black people retire and they don't live as long. They got all the health issues. They get underpaid while they are working. I mean, it's just fucked up all the way. And then they get to that one time when they could give us a little slack and let us go 5 years or 7 years before the rest of the world. Get your ass back in there and get back to work. And with that, I'm off. I'll catch you guys on the next, and I'm looking forward to it. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.